Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Kim Jacobs Show. And so glad to have you guys. Today's episode is going to be powerful. We're going to be talking with Colleen Sykes Ray. And this woman knows how to turn pain into passion, into purpose. So grab your virtual seats. We're going to have a great time learning from this woman as we balance our lives, trying to figure out how to turn things that cause us pain into passion. So, Colleen, welcome, welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
I'm so glad to have you here today. And listen, right now is an opportunity for you as well to go ahead and share with your friends, your family, coworkers. That way they can be a part of the discussion as well. And everyone that's joining, take a moment, if you will, and go ahead and share this broadcast with your friends and your family members and church members, and tell them that today's topic is about turning pain into purpose, into passion. How do we do that? We're going to learn it from our guest today, Colleen. All right. So let's kick this party off. Let's see what you made of, Colleen.
Okay.
Woo! Thank you so much, Shayla Faulkner, for my intro music. And thank you to all of the guests that are in the virtual studio audience today. Today, I have with me, and first of all, she's an author of 15 books. Can y'all type 15? That's a lot of children's books, okay? So this woman is already, if you don't know nothing else, you know how to definitely become an author. So she'll be talking about that as well. She is the executive director of Bags of Hope Stockton Foundation. She's the author of 15 books, an entrepreneur, and an evangelist. All of this culminates to become who this woman is today, Colleen Sykes Ray. Welcome to the Kim Jacobs Show.
Thank you so much.
All right, so I don't want to miss a moment. I have my notebook too. So sometimes y'all see me over here turn to the right. I'm capturing notes and stuff too, because guess what? The people that I bring on the show, the point of bringing you all, meaning I'm telling you, Colleen, the point of bringing people like you on the show is because I want our studio audience to be able to pull some information, some nuggets from what you're going to share that can help them have a better outlook in life, have a better direction, better pieces of the puzzle that they're able to put together and say, okay, this piece of the puzzle I was able to grab from Colleen, and it's changed everything about my life. So hence, that's why I have you on today. Yes. So talk to us. Pain.
Yes.
Pain. We all can relate to pain.
Yes, ma'am.
Just back to where it all began for you, where you realize I'm experiencing a bit too much of this thing called pain.
Yes. Well, it also, first, thank you for having me on the show. I am so thankful for the opportunity. It started when I lost my son. Let's just jump right into it. My son was 4.5 years old when I lost him. And it was a painful experience. I was already experiencing depression, but that definitely made me go deeper into a state of depression. And I spent a long time feeling guilty and feeling ashamed and embarrassed because I didn't know how to save my son. So it was a painful experience for me, but it allowed me to pick myself up with the help of God and prayer and counseling and family members to turn that into not a painful moment, but a moment where I could move forward and keep pressing. So it started there.
Oh, I see. I didn't know your story at this level, so I'm learning as well at the same time that the studio audience is learning. And my son passed away as well. And obviously everyone's story is very different. There are no two that are alike. So people don't always even know what to say when it comes to a loved one, a child being transitioning home to heaven. People don't know. They just say what they can think to say to try to encourage you. What Well, first of all, you have my deepest condolences.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
And I already know the answer to this, so it's not like I can ask it for other people. It's not something that you will ever get over. It's not something that you will ever get past. Oh, God bless you, all of that. Okay. That's not how it works when you have your child pass away. So what did people do to support you that really made a difference as your son transitioned?
Well, what really made a difference is just having a circle of friends, especially my family, who prayed me through. There was a point where I had given up, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to go on, and I actually turned to alcohol. And I can honestly say, for a year of my life after my son passed away, I don't remember it because I was not sober. And so I know that, my sister was praying for me, my aunts were praying for me, and everyone was just praying for me, and they never gave up. And I know, for my sister especially, she kept, telling me, you know, God's gonna get you through. God's gonna get you through. And one day, I just remember crying out, Lord, help me, and He did. And it was a turning point. I got up, and at that point, I was extremely obese. I was 525 pounds, and it was difficult for me. And I said, if I could just get up and take one step, Lord, just help me do the rest. And He did. And I started to walk, and I got myself together. And the rest, I was able to lose the weight. I lost 325 pounds. And I turned that pain that I was experiencing into something that I could help other people get through. So,
And what's your son's name?
his name is Stacy Jr.
Stacy Jr. Okay. Well, Stacy Jr. and I know Gabe, y'all are up there enjoying having together. So I 100% believe that. I don't believe that we lose our children at all. I believe wholeheartedly that our children just are going to a different location, meaning in my case, my son is in heaven. And so I'm sure that your son is there as well.
I absolutely believe that.
So okay. All right. So tell us. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm not good. Okay. So you're 525 pounds.
Yes.
And that alone is its own battle. It's being able to have that much weight, I'm sure. And then also having your son passing away coupled together caused the drinking and some other things that you started turning to that you were like, you know what, this is, it's just all too much for me, And then you have family and loved ones that really stepped in and helped you. Okay, audience, here's what's going to happen today. I'm telling you, I need you to do this, is you're going to have to help me interview Colleen, okay? So any questions you have, please make sure you type them and ask them. I usually am way more composed, but I didn't know, this piece of your story. And so to hear it is like, it's like right there for me too in the moment. But okay. So do you have other children?
The weight was crushing. It was crushing. The weight of what I felt mentally, what I felt spiritually, what I felt just physically. But I knew that I couldn't, just lay down and give up. And I do have, my husband, and I do have two other children. I have my son, Bryant, and I have my daughter, Jordan. And they watch every move that I make.
So, what are your son and daughter's name again? Jordan.
Bryant and Jordan.
I missed it because it keeps bleeping out.
I'm sorry. Jordan is my daughter.
Okay.
And Bryant is my son.
Bryant. Okay, that's what I didn't hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, as I was saying, they watched every single move that I was making.
Yeah.
And
How important is that? I can definitely
Right.
answer that question, because I know I can speak, personally, that whenever my son passed away, there were times I was in the bathroom on the floor crying with the door closed and just completely overtaken. But then I realized that I'm the mom of 4 more children that need me. They're like, what about us? We still
Right.
need you. Is that what the case was for you with Bryant and Jordan?
It was. I know I was a closet crier, and I grew up in a home where my mom, she taught us not to show emotion. So
Okay.
it was something that I had to be a strong face. I always had to have a smile. I always had to make sure that I held my head up. And so there were moments where they would see me cry and it would be foreign to them because that was something that I wouldn't allow.
Right.
So I knew that I had to allow myself to feel and to have those emotions, and that it was absolutely okay to have those emotions, because when you lose someone or when you go through a traumatic experience, to hide the pain, it causes another traumatic experience for the people who are in your environment, your family. So I wanted to break that generational pattern. And I just allowed myself to feel those emotions after I was able to get sober and get therapy and get back into church. And so it was really a journey for all of us, a journey of healing for all of us.
Okay. So Okay. So this is you've already talked a lot about with the pain piece, and the pain I can relate because I know I already know, and I know that alone is its own. It's its own world, and sometimes people will ask. I'm sure people have asked you, "Do you mind talking to this person that has had a child that passed away?" And yes, I don't mind talking to people because I hate that we would even have to have these kind of conversations. But I want to inspire other people and encourage other people that they can function and thrive, and they'll be able to find the joy and the strength to carry on in life. It's something that's just psychedelic. It's like words can't describe it. When person has that person pass away, we don't even know. It's like nobody cares what the words are that anybody's saying at that moment. That's what I noticed. Did you care what people were saying?
No, absolutely not.
I don't even know, I promise, who even attended my son's homegoing. There were like over 1,000 people. However many people came to celebrate your son's life. Do you remember all of the people that were there, unless they mentioned it again?
Right. And to be quite honest, my sister took pictures of just the repast and everything. And I looked at them recently and I was like, oh, I didn't even know that happened, or I didn't know that they were there. Or because when you're in that moment, you are not thinking about anyone else. You don't really care what anyone has to say, to be quite honest. Because
God knows how to comfort us and strengthen us some kind of way. It's a really bizarre situation, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So I don't even know sometimes how to articulate it and put it into words, that it's like I wasn't so broken that I wouldn't go on to serve God and to trust and believe that God does not make mistakes. He's created this place. He's not a man that he should lie. I believe God. And so that's what I think for me helped me. What helped you outside of your family, going to church, your children? Did you have your faith in God? Did that make a big difference?
My faith in God absolutely helped me. I know where my help comes from. I know to call on Jesus. And so I know when the pain had got too much for me to hold, I said, Lord, you have to do it. You have to take it away. And as soon as I asked, he did it. But faith without works is dead, though. So there's so much more to that. Like, you can pray, but you also have to be active in your prayers. You also have to participate in those prayers. And so I know that with me taking one step, he would take the next step. With me taking one step, he would take the next step. So I had a solid foundation. I was raised in church. And so I knew exactly who to call on in the time that I needed to really call on him when I was lost.
Wow. Okay. So the advice that we would give, meaning you and I at this point, would give to mothers that are watching, fathers that are watching the Kim Jacobs show, and their children have passed away, whether expecting it or unexpectedly, cancer, tragedy, murder, whatever the reason is. What advice would you give to them to be able to have some level of ability to thrive and to function?
Prayer works, and you have to find something that you're passionate in, because you can pray all day, but if you're sitting at home and you're wallowing in your grief, it's not gonna help you. You have to be able to be active in your prayers. So that's my advice. You absolutely have to pray your way through, and then you have to get up and you have to do something that will allow you to move forward. And that could be finding your passion. And that is something that I did. I found something that I love to do, and it took me out.
That does make a tremendous difference, because then that almost like becomes, even though you have your additional children, your spouse, your family, everyone, but that becomes a big piece of your why too. At least I can only speak for me with my son, with Gabe. It became even more of a driving force for me to see dreams and goals happen, not just for me, but for my husband, for my children, for my family, my women. I was like, you know what? I cannot let another person pass away under my watch, even though I'm not in control of that. But it's no way that I want just all of the people that I love celebrating me from heaven only and watching as one of my cloud of witnesses. I need them to be here when we have our celebratory moments. Yes, we did it. She wrote those books. Yes, she's an author. Yes, she's a talk show host, whatever the case may be, right?
Right.
And so that became a big why for me too. And I know that's a why for you. Okay. So we already talked a little bit about some stuff here, but I want to go to one of my episode sponsors today that I'd like to just give a shout out to and thank you for being today's episode sponsor is Ruby G's Bakery. Y'all, look, with the holidays coming up, you all definitely want to reach out to rubygbuttercream.com. Okay, now this is the nice intro website and everything, right? But it's from our kitchen table to your table. Enjoy the delectable treats. Look at this. I'm getting this right now. Ruby G Buttercream. Reserve a 7-up pound cake for $28 minus the strawberry, because I'm allergic to strawberries. But I'm definitely getting that for Thanksgiving, okay? So don't say you ran out of the 7-up pound cake, okay? I got to get that. So listen, this family, they started this beautiful buttercream dessert situation after working for Forsyth County government for over 20 years. September 2018 in Wyoming, Watson retired. It was in October 2019, along with her husband, Eric Watson, that they decided that she would bake a couple of just sample cakes and would then take them and hand them out to see what feedback they would receive. Needless to say, the response was overwhelming, and Ruby G's Buttercream Sensations was created. So make sure you guys check out rubygbuttercream.com. They are a proud member of the Charlotte Mecklenburg Black Chamber of Commerce, and they are one of today's episode sponsors. Oh, I'm excited about that. Thank you so much, Ruby G Buttercream, for serving as a sponsor today. And I'll put their contact information in the context. Colleen, so the pain, I get it. Yes. Wait, because it's not just physical weight. It's the weight of your son. It's the weight of motherhood, remaining here on this earth, but carrying the burden of your son. It's so many weights. Wait. Now, where does this passion kick in?
So when I started my weight loss journey, I, again, like I said, I lost 325 pounds. and it freed me. It allowed me to do things that I normally would shy away from and hide and and not step out. And so I did end up starting my own nonprofit agency,
Okay.
Bags of Hope Stockton Foundation, and it allowed me to give back to my community. And with Bags of Hope, we specifically target anyone who menstruates. So we target women, and we make sure that they have sanitary supplies. That is something that a lot of people tend to forget when they're helping homeless or when they're helping people who are in need. And that is the number one thing that when my daughter and I, we would ask, what is something that you would like? And they would always say, oh, we need feminine supplies, or we need sanitary napkins. Right. And so my daughter, she came up with the idea actually, and she said, Mom, we should make bags and pass them out and make sure that women are loved. And so that's how Bags of Hope was born. We were able to start giving out bags. And I remember the Lord just saying, if it's just one person that you're meeting the need of, then you're doing exactly what I called you to do. And so we started out with just giving 5 bags, and then it ballooned to 30 bags, and now it's 100 bags. And so it's amazing. We've been doing Bags of Hope since 2016. And so it's just been a blessing to our family, because we love to just go out and be able, to minister to women and to be able to give them some supplies that they desperately need but aren't having access to.
So do people are donating these items, or are they donating funds and you're purchasing these items? How do you get the Bags of Hope together for distribution?
So what we do is we do a supply drive every month, and we ask our local community to either donate supplies or donate monetary funds. And then if they do donate monetary funds, we go out and we purchase the items that we need. But it's been sustained since 2016.
That's
so every month I would say, oh Lord, I don't think we're going to have enough. And every month since 2016, we always end up having enough. So it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing. And it's just something that is dear to my heart, because we're able to just go out and provide something that women need.
That's awesome. Okay, so how do people donate to Bags of Hope?
They can go to our website, which is bagsofhopestockton.com. And we have several ways that you can donate on there.
Bagsofhopestockton.com. Okay. Yes. Somebody type that for me, and we'll put that up. Bagsofhopestockton.com, and make sure that you go and donate so that they can have supplies to be able to provide the sanitary items to the women that are in need of those special items. And that's very beautiful. And I like the fact that you all surveyed people to kind of find out what would you want, versus just going out and giving a bag of sandwiches or a bag of whatever. And that's not what we need. And I noticed when we go to homeless shelters with Gabe's Heart Foundation, they tell us if you could bring blankets, or if you can bring, and they tell us very specific items, then that charges us with the opportunity to really collect what they're in need of. And it makes them happy, because that's what they said they wanted, versus just coming up with this random stuff.
Absolutely. And we tailor our bags to be specific to women during that time of need, because when you're on your cycle, it's already something that is difficult. And then you have the environmental issues, the impact of the world. And so it just makes it even worse. And so we try to make sure that everything in our bag is tailored specifically to a woman who may not have everything that they need. And so we put chapstick in there, we put chocolate in there, we do a scripture card, we make sure that they have, a granola bar and lotion, and are really going to make them feel good while they're on their cycles.
Bagsofhopestockton.com. Yeah, we know as women the things that we kind of crave when we're on our cycles and stuff. It's like, yeah, I would love a little piece of chocolate right now. And then voila, it's in the Bag of Hope. And the granola bar, you want to be healthy, you don't want to gain too much weight while you're on your cycle. It's a lot of different pieces of the puzzle.
Right.
I really thank God for you and your daughter and doing that. You and Jordan doing that. I really think that's admirable. Now, Bags of Hope Stockton.com is where you can donate any of the, whether you're in her local area or not. Where are you located?
I'm in Stockton, California.
Okay, so she's in Stockton, California. And again, on the Kim Jacobs Show, I'm able to interview people no matter where you are around the world. And most of the guests I'm meeting like this. Hi, I'm Kim. How are you? And we're having a great conversation. And here, hence, you see some emotional stuff happening too. But go to bagsofhopestockton.com and donate to their organization. Say that the Kim Jacobs Show did send you that way if you're able to make a comment, and donate to help them provide sanitary items for women in that local community, okay? And as I said, I would put earlier that one of today's episode sponsors is RubyGButtercream.com. So make sure you go and check out those sweets and delicacies that are available. They're a proud member of the Charlotte Mecklenburg Black Chamber of Commerce, and that was one of our episode sponsors for today. Listen, Colleen, I wanted you to also, because a lot of people that are watching today, for you to go from 525 pounds, you lost 325 is what you said too, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of weight loss. And I know that's not necessarily what today's topic is, but I would really like to hear from you. How did you lose that much weight? And what advice can you give to everybody that would like to lose weight?
So I wanted to get the weight loss surgery, and I kept getting turned down. So, I started walking, and I lost 100 pounds just by walking. And I had joined Weight Watchers, and I was doing really well. But then I hit a plateau, and I couldn't lose anymore. And so I went through my doctor, and I tried to get the weight loss surgery, and they said no. And I was so discouraged. I said, oh my goodness, I'm still 450 pounds. I need to be able to lose this weight. And so they said it really would be a risk for them to do a surgery on me at the weight that I was at, and to come back after I lost 75 pounds. 75 more pounds.
More pounds, right.
Yeah.
So you had to lose your first 100 pounds. Then you had to lose an additional 75 pounds before they would even consider the weight loss surgery.
Yes.
Wow.
So,
okay.
I told my husband, and he has been so supportive, because I remember days where I would get up not knowing if I could make it to the corner, and he'd get in the car and drive behind me. So it was difficult. I came home after the doctor said, 75 more pounds. I'm like, that's impossible. There's no way that I could do that.
Right.
So we signed up at a gym together, and I started swimming. And so I would swim laps, and I would just spend an hour swimming laps back and forth all day. All morning. And so after I did that, I lost 60 pounds doing that. I went back to my doctor, and I said, hey, I lost 60 pounds. Could you please consider me? And so they did consider me for the gastric sleeve. Okay. And I was able to get the gastric sleeve, and I lost 100 pounds with the gastric sleeve. And so everything was going great. I went through another plateau. I couldn't lose any more. And then we went back in and did another procedure called the duodenal switch, which allowed me to get to the lowest weight that I am at right now. And I've been able to keep the weight off it's going on 6 years.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So first of all, what I think I'm hearing is that when you're going through a weight loss journey of that magnitude, right, it requires some devotion and discipline and dedication from yourself first to meet them. Even if you're going to go through the surgery, you're not just going to walk in and be like, I'm obese and I need the surgery. They want to see that you're committed to having a mindset change. Is that what I think?
Correct. Yes. They not only want to see if you're committed, they want to see if you can handle it mentally as well, because they make you go through a series of therapy sessions to see what the impact would be and how you would be able to just handle it. And so I remember I was really nervous going into therapy, because like I said, after my son had passed, I became an alcoholic. And so that is one worry that they have through weight loss surgery is if you give up one addiction, you'll go back to another addiction.
Okay.
So, you know, the therapist that I had, he was really, really helpful. And he did, you know, caution me and say, you know, you have an addictive personality. So I battled with weight and I battled with alcohol. And so that is something that that I, you know, had to deal with. And so he wanted to make sure that I continued with therapy after weight loss. And so that is something that I have continued. So I've been in therapy for the last 5 years. I go religiously. I make sure that not only am I praying, but I'm getting help too.
That's good. And you know what? Speaking of which,
medication.
That's right, because it's nothing wrong with getting the help.
Absolutely not.
I think counseling is therapeutic and necessary. So I don't look at counseling as it's like, oh, you have to have so much wrong with you. I think people need maintenance therapy so that you can, if you are okay in a certain area, you can maintain being okay in that area. So, I mean, there are times I just periodically just go and say, okay, I'm just going to talk to a counselor about this. And it just makes me feel significantly better instead of having to just depend upon someone that may not have that area of expertise on what to advise me to do or how to advise me, you know, in that particular circumstance or situation, especially when I was dealing with my son. I was like, that's it. I need help with some of this stuff.
Right.
But the ultimate helper for me was the author and the finisher of my faith, which is my Lord and Savior. And that, I'm telling you, for whatever reason, that made all the world of difference for me, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, this is good tips and great advice. Listen, everybody, today I have Colleen Sykes-Ray on. This woman is talking about turning her pain, which she's talked briefly or a lot with me chiming in and crying and losing my couth as the host over here. I couldn't help it. She talked about Stacy Jr. and how important when he passed away as her son, how that impacted her and the pain that it brought. So we're talking with Colleen Ray today. Colleen Sykes-Ray. She's talked about being 525 pounds and how she's lost 325 pounds. She's talked about how you have to be disciplined. You name it. We should be sharing this with everybody, you know. So tag people, just tag them and say, come on. Guess what? You can also start a watch party. I found that out that some people are actually doing watch parties of the different episodes. So feel free to, when you later in the evening want to just start a watch party and give people the opportunity to learn about my wonderful guest, Colleen Sykes-Ray. All right, we're going to do a flash round. And Colleen, that consists of all of the guests typing questions, sending shout outs, whatever they want to say. If you want to be brought in, I did put this link here and you can get brought right into the broadcast and just give a positive comment to Colleen. Click on that link and it'll bring you right into the show. And let me also share with you all my next episode sponsor. Today's episode is also sponsored by Inlivian. Give me 1 second. Oh, that's right. No, you know what? I'll do that in 1 second because I put the wrong thing up here and I don't want to. Yeah, right there. All right. I never want to do any of my sponsors any injustice because they are very supportive. And I thank goodness for sponsors wanting to support the Kim Jacobs Show. I don't take that for granted that you all are supporting and sponsoring and advertising here on the Kim Jacobs Show. So let me take a moment to acknowledge and thank Inlivian. Our Inlivian is your Inlivian. And it used to be formerly the Charlotte Housing Authority. So what you need to do is just go right to Inlivian.com. You'll learn more. If you click to learn more about their vision, you'll also be able to see the different housing choice vouchers that are available, how to become a landlord. Then you'll have your own portal if you're a landlord. You'll learn more about Section 8 housing, how to get on a waiting list if there's one for the housing that you select. Everything is mapped out here on Inlivian.com. So make sure you take a moment to check out their website and also let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show did send you. Again, that's Inlivian.com. Thank you so much, Inlivian.com, for being one of today's episode sponsors. All right, flash round. Let's see what people are saying to you out here, Colleen, okay? Okay, Chantel Patterson said, good morning to you. Andrea Belk says she shared it, and good morning, ladies. Good morning. I'm praying for your strength, Kiva says. Yes, yes. Thank you, Kiva. As a person that has interceded for someone who lost a child, I felt so helpless because praying was the only thing I could do. I wanted to take the pain away so bad, but all I could do was pray. And believe it or not, Vicki L. Evans, that's more than enough. Thank you. Right? Isn't it, Colleen?
Yes, absolutely.
Every parent that has a child that's passed away need all. When I say I don't care how strong they come across on the outside, what they portray to everybody, they need all of the prayer that they can get. I need all of the prayer that I can still get regarding my son.
Yes.
She needs all of the prayer that she can still get regarding Stacy. She needs that. Okay? So thank you. Kiva says, you ladies are strong. Your strength is admirable, and I'm praying for your continued healing. Yes. Thank you, Kiva. Did you find losing the weight to be therapeutic for you?
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. It was definitely therapeutic. Especially just being able to swim and be active. I found the pool my happy place. And so I would go there, I would worship there. I would just make sure that, I would, not only was I losing the weight and getting fit and getting healthy, but I was also getting a closer connection with the Lord. And so it was a happy place for me. It was very therapeutic.
Good. Yes. And I do agree that well, I haven't lost that much weight at all. And plus I still eat chocolate chip cookies. I told somebody backstage, I am not out. I definitely drink this little protein shake and all of that stuff. But if it's anything that's gonna say I cannot eat a chocolate chip cookie, I don't even want to be a part of that program. I'm sorry. That's sorry. I don't want to eat any program. So let me not talk about this for a second. It's okay, Kim. Yes, I thank you so much. I saw your comment. Experienced the moment. Yeah. Yep, I know. All right, let's see what else. Comments. Oh, my mom. Okay, here. Arnetta said, wow, that is awesome. She was talking about your weight loss and everything that you were experiencing. That's so good. My mom said, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, it is. I am praying for you both, praying for your strength and healing. Yes. Amen, Vicki. Amen. Thank you for your wonderful testimony and helping so many others, Arnetta said. Be blessed.
Yes.
All right. So those were some of the comments that came in. What now? You are the author.
Yes, ma'am.
Of not one book, not two, not six, not 8, not 12, not 13, but 15 children's books. Okay. Tell us about that.
So they're not all children's books.
Okay.
6 of them are.
Okay.
They are children's books. I do have my bestseller, which is My Melanin is Magical, which is right behind me. I created My Melanin is Magical because my daughter was experiencing bullying in school. Okay. And so she is darker skinned, and it was something that I never had to experience or I never had to deal with. And she always felt, like she just wasn't pretty. And I said, no, absolutely not. You're beautiful. Your skin is beautiful. Your hair is beautiful. Like everything about you is amazing. And so I sat down during this pandemic and I said, you know what? I am going to make sure that you will forever remember that you are beautiful and wonderfully made. Yeah. And the skin you're in. And so we created the book together, and I wanted her to, have a reflection of herself, When I was growing up, my aunt was a librarian, and we lived at the library. Every day we were at the library, and she made sure that we had access to books. She made it fun for us to read. We had competitions. I mean, it was just amazing. And so reading was always a passion. Just looking at books with characters that looked like me was just always something that I remembered growing up. And one of my favorite books was Mufaro's Beautiful Daughters. And the illustrations were just amazing. And so I sat down with my daughter and I was like, we're going to send a picture to an artist and we're going to get the picture to look just like you. And that's what we did. And so the book has been published and it's in the hands of little brown girls and Black girls, all girls, and they love the book. And so I'm so excited. My daughter is just so, she was overwhelmed. You know, she looks at the book and she's like, that's me. She's 17, but you know, she's like, that's me. And so I want her to feel good about herself. Because even though you tell them that they're beautiful,
right,
it'd take one person at school to tell them that they're not. And it's that little seed that's planted that'll grow. And that's so I wanted to nip that in the bud and make sure that she knew and will always know.
She'll know it. She's on the cover of a whole book that's being told about on the Kim Jacobs Show and worldwide. So how do people get a copy of your books?
So you can go on Amazon.com and they're all listed. You could type in my name and every title that I've written is there. Okay. You can also go to my website, which is ColleenRay.com, and all my titles for my books are there as well.
Okay.
So we just came out with Daddy's Beard, and it was inspired from my husband and my son. And my husband, ever since I've known him, he's always had a beard. We've been married for 22 years. And so my son is now 18 and he has a beard. And so he's always talking about, you know, his daddy's beard. And especially when he was a little boy, he would play in it and just, there would be so many things that he would just, you know, have fun with and admire his dad. And so we created the book together. And my husband, you know, I think he was a little jealous of Jordan and I.
Right. Yeah. So they're like, where's our book?
Right. Exactly. So, you know, we created Daddy's Beard, and it is just something that Bryant loves. My husband loves the book, and a lot of little boys, the pictures look just like them. And so a lot of little boys really like the book, and it's available on Amazon.com as well.
And so they can all go to ColleenRay.com too and purchase them there. Okay. So you can purchase all of the books that are authored by Colleen Sykes-Ray right at ColleenRay.com, or you can go to Amazon, and we'll put the Amazon link here as well. Let me pull that. Thank you so much, Shannon and Mackenzie backstage. I appreciate everything you're doing to make things flow smoothly. Because without you, my mom is funny, y'all. My mom, she done sent a note. She done reached out to one of my other assistants, Cassandra, and called her and tell Kim that light is shining on her. It's a light shining on her that's right on her face. Because right now there's a light coming in from my thing. But I said, well, in order for me to stop it during the middle of the show, I'd have to make a huge scene and get up and lean across. And so y'all are seeing this bright light radiate through my face, right? And my mom is like, tell her to turn it, change the lighting. Thank you, mommy. That's when you know you have a great mom. She looks out against all odds. Where other people won't tell you stuff, your mama gonna tell you, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And I thank God for my mommy. Go to ColleenRay.com. ColleenRay.com. And then we've also put the Amazon link. So you'll see these detailed Amazon links right in each of the platforms where you'll be able to click directly on that. But wow, these are some just profound things that you're doing. You've really taken a lot of pain, bundled it up, and have provided joy for so many other people, so many people in life. So I thank God for you. I thank God for you. What else would you like to share with people as just another point that you're like, you know, Kim, I do not want to get off the show without saying
so Okay, well, I am a baker, and I have my own little business. It's called Colleen's Cupcakery, and one summer, we were going through a lot of financial difficulty, and my daughter wanted to go to Six Flags, and Six Flags California is like this amusement park, and it's amazing for teens. And so I told her, I said, I don't really think we can afford to do that this year. And
Right.
so she said, well, Mom, how about we bake some cupcakes and, sell them and we can earn the money? And I said, Jordan, because she's always giving me these ideas.
Right, which is good. That's why she's on the cover of a book.
Right. I said, Jordan, okay, let's do that. So we made 4 dozen. We made 4 dozen cupcakes, and I used a recipe that my great aunt gave me. And within 10 minutes, we sold out. And I said, wait a second, maybe that's a fluke. Maybe. She said, let's do it tomorrow, Mom. So we made another 4 dozen the very next day, and we sold out. And so the rest is history. I've been in business since 2016. And I bake on the weekends. It is something that I love to do. I'm not a trained chef. I am a at-home baker, and so we get orders.
Wow! And what is this called?
Colleen's Cupcakery.
Colleen's Cupcakery. Colleen. Okay, somebody type that. Colleen's Cupcakery. Can they find that on Colleen?
Absolutely. ColleensCupcakery.net.
Okay, Colleen's Cupcakery.
Yes.
Okay, ColleensCupcakery.net. So make sure you guys go and check out. Well, why are you letting me call you Colleen? This is Colleen. Why am I hearing this towards the end of the show?
Sorry.
I'm like, did I say Colleen one time during the whole show? No, I said Colleen.
You know what? A lot of people call me Colleen or Colleen. Colleen is the way that you say it with 2 L's.
Right.
1 L.
I hate mispronouncing someone's name. So please go back and correct everything that I've said today. On the Kim Jacobs Show, I have Colleen Sykes-Ray, who has been a tremendous blessing to our studio audience. Colleen, now you're gonna make me say your name like 1,000 times in 10 minutes. So Colleen's beautiful son, she talked about Stacy, that transition home. Beautiful, beautiful testimony that she shared about his life and his legacy. And then she's also talked to us. Colleen has also talked to us today about losing over 325 pounds and how she did it. So make sure you share with your friends and family and coworkers this story, this incredible journey, and how she put her daughter, Jordan, on the cover of one of her 15 books that she's authored. So, and then how her son, Bryant, was like, hey, what about me over here? I want to mirror my dad with the beard. You've shared so many different facets of life here on this show today. And I think people are so inspired. So I'm praying that you all will share this with other people that you know. Let me take a moment and recognize my additional final sponsor for the Kim Jacobs Show today, which is quite exciting. And this is Snow Legal Group. Now, Snow Legal Group, this is a great, let me pull their information right here for you, because I want to make sure. snowlegal.com. If you want justice, they are the group to go to. Let me go and share with you. Snow Legal. Yes, right here. Today's episode of the Kim Jacobs Show is also sponsored in part by the Snow Legal Group. And their information is here for you to be able to see all of the details. But I want to make sure that I play a voiceover directly from their attorney, Kenneth Snow. Here you go.
I'm attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, Justice is our job. For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or rideshare, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation. Located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park. I'm attorney.
All right. Listen, make sure you reach out to Attorney Snow, 704-358-0026. You can also email them at info@snowlegal.com. If you want justice, justice is their job. Thank you so much for sponsoring today's episode, Snow Legal Group. All right. So, wow. I think that we've covered so many things today, and I want to make sure that I invite people to go to Quest Church Prayer Line, which takes place Monday through Friday from 12 to 12:30. You can call into the Quest Church Prayer Line, and Pastor Jacobs, my husband, is actually sharing tips and thoughts and prayers pertaining to everything that's happening across the land with COVID. The numbers are still skyrocketing. Oh my gosh, there's so much happening. So prayer is much needed at this time. So make sure I need the Quest Church Prayer Line phone number so I can pop that up as well. And I'm sure that they'll provide that to me very shortly. And I'll put that up for you guys. Okay. But make sure that I'll give that to you before noon and you'll be able to call in to the Quest Church Prayer Line. I have it on my phone, but let me pull it up right quick. Give me 1 second so I can at least tell you the number. Is 978-990-5000, 978-990-5000, and the access code is 322083#, and that's Monday through Friday from 12 to 12:30. Okay, here it is. I'll put that right in. All right. And Quest without an S. There you go. So I'll pop that in for you guys. And the prayer line number is 978-990-5000. Access code is 322083#. And you can call into that from 12 to 12:30. Colleen, pain to purpose to passion. You share so many things, so many nuggets and takeaways. What's anything else that you would like to just say to the audience that would inspire and encourage people to know that it's not the end just because of what you're dealing with?
Right. Especially during the pandemic, I know a lot of people have been going through a series of events that have happened. And what I would like to say is it's not the end. The sun will come up. You do have to find your why, find your purpose, and just live every day to the fullest extent, because it's, tomorrow's not promised, and you never know when your last day will be. So my only word of encouragement or advice is just live every day as if it is your last day, and love people who love you, and do what makes your heart happy.
That's so good. Good advice. And you were talking about earlier swimming, which I think is awesome. And I'm a member of the Y and stuff, but I also just recently got these skates. So I said, you know what, Kim, I'm going to go old school. I'm talking about like, I
don't know if I'm that brave.
But the funny part is, Colleen, guess what? I put the skates on. First of all, I bought 2 pair, and I didn't realize that something was biting my toe. And I was like, these pair really, really hurt my feet. And I said, well, whatever, Kim, don't make an excuse. Just get going. And so I have each family member, they're holding my hand while I'm on the floor on the hardwood trying to scroll and figure out how to get my bearing. But I bought pads. I have a helmet. I'm like, I got to really get my mind right, because I got to get back to my old high school days of, where you go to the skating rink, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing right now. And then come to find out, these that I just showed you are really my daughters. Those are Jayla skates. So they're 2 sizes too small. When I ordered them, they didn't have those in my size, but those were the ones I wanted. So I was wondering, why are these shoes hurting my feet? Mine came in and I'm like, oh, I ended up getting a plain black pair. These aren't even mine. These are my daughter's. Anyway, a
Yeah.
Bloops and Blunders moment of the host here. But I'm determined to get out there and do some things that are my old things that I was fun and passionate about and enjoyed myself doing. Why do I have to let those things go? You know?
You don't, right? You absolutely don't.
You can include your family, your children, and be creative and involve them. So I said, well, you may want to go skating with me? Well, Jayla, she said yes. My other son, Jeremiah, he's skateboarding. He said, I'll do skateboarding, but he's not about to put the skates on.
Yeah.
But he wants to be cute, you know, with he got his
Yeah.
helmet and he got his like real nice jacket. And how you skateboarding with with a big, nice blazer or something? I don't know what he has going on. But anyway, you can have times of tragedy, times of pain. And the reason I'm sharing these things about skates or skateboarding and like Colleen is saying with swimming is because you have to find something that you can kind of grab hold to and have a newfound love and passion for so that you're not overtaken by everything that happens in this thing called life, because it can get very overwhelming, you know?
Mhm.
So people can get in touch with Colleen Sykes Ray by visiting. Let me go and give you her website. You can go to ColleenRay.com. ColleenRay.com. You'll be able to see all of her books. You'll be able to learn more about her Colleen cupcakes, right?
Colleen's Cupcakery.
Colleen's Cupcakery.net. Is that a different site that they need to put?
No, you can actually go to all the links from ColleenRay.com.
Perfect. Okay. So if this is what you need to know. Stay in contact with Colleen Ray by going to ColleenRay.com, and then you'll be able to get her books, which she's authored 15 books. What made you author 15 books? Tell us that.
It was, I don't know what, so, you know, when the pandemic happened, I have been writing my newest book, which is Soaring to New Heights, for the last 2 years.
Okay.
And I could never finish it. And so the pandemic happened. And one morning, I was losing days because I don't know if it was, you know, nighttime,
Right.
if it was, you know, daytime. And so I woke up and I said, oh my goodness, I think I can finish this book.
Good.
And so I sat down and I literally sat down for maybe 6 months. And I finished the book, and it was another book after that, and then another book after that. And so it was just a moment where I was able to get still and have, you know, be able to write. The books were there. I just, you know, I needed a moment where I wasn't busy working and you know, taking care of the family, and I was able to work from home. And so the pandemic kind of helped me with just being able to write and get focused. And you know,
So for people that have writer's block, what do you say to them? Because some people be like, oh, I just don't know when I'm going to get this book out of this computer. What advice?
I would say free write. It does not have to be perfect. I'm a perfectionist myself. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just free write. Just write. Get it down. Just write what you're feeling. Write what your ideas are. And then you'll always have a chance to go back and edit it later. But as long as you can get it out and you free write and just, you know, put your ideas on paper, then the words will come. So that would be my advice to give.
So don't worry about perfection, even though Colleen is a perfectionist. She's saying free write. Just get it out there. Get it out there.
Yeah.
Good. And then it'll come like where you could be 15 books under your belt, right? When you're forgetting the days and the hours and during COVID-19, just get to writing.
Right.
What else have you done over this whole time with the pandemic? That's something that's like, oh, I never thought I would do this, but I've been doing this all the time.
My goodness. So on 11/11, my sister and we went skydiving.
Oh!
We went skydiving. It was the most amazing experience. I wanted to do it for my 40th birthday, and for whatever reason, it just kept getting canceled. So we've had fires here in California.
Okay, yeah.
First we had it canceled because of the fires, and all the planes were grounded. And then we rescheduled it, and no one showed up. It was no one, they chickened out. All of my friends chickened out. and then we tried to schedule it again. And my husband, he was actually praying against it. He was like, no, absolutely not. I don't want to go.
No, please don't let them do this. This is too much.
Right, right. So it was Veterans Day, and I called my sister, and she said, let's just go. Let's just do it, not tell anyone. And so I said, okay. So we got up, we left. We said we were going to go eat breakfast, and we went to the skydiving center, and we jumped out of the plane.
OMG. And nobody, this is crazy. I'm with your husband. He'd be like, what? Colleen, I didn't get a chance to pray against it today.
No. He didn't. When I came home, it was, he didn't know, my daughter didn't know, no one knew. And I had a video, and so I put the disc in the computer, and he's like, what is this? I said, oh, just watch. And the whole time he's watching, he's like, I can't believe you did this. Like, I just cannot believe you did this. I can't believe you did this.
That's so awesome.
It was amazing.
Awesome.
It was a thrill.
Something off your bucket list. Praise God. Your people are laughing. They're like, oh, you're wrong. You're wrong for this. They're like, yeah,
my daughter.
Oh, Jordan. Hi, Jordan. Jordan, I'm so glad that you're on here. Seeing your mommy. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, listen, we've had a great time with you. Oh, hey, this is something I do with some of my guests. I ask people to just do a quick saying, encouraging people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Are you willing to do that for a second?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna remove myself, and you can just say what you're gonna say, right?
So please subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show, and you can go to www.youtube.com/C/Kim Jacobs Show.
Oh, there you have it. Thank you so much. And let me do one for you too. Okay. Let me go to Colleen. I'm gonna go right up here to Colleen Ray. I done typed so much stuff. Oh my God. Well, I didn't type it. I take no credit for all of this typing. This typing came from, did somebody type something that I see it? Aw, somebody said, Mama always have our backs. Yes. Yes. Our moms always have our backs. Let me go here. All right. Colleen, hold on one second.
Yes,
Colleen. Okay. Hello, everyone. Wait, let me start over. Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs from the Kim Jacobs Show, and I am so excited to introduce to you Colleen Ray. Colleen Ray is the author of 15 books. I'm telling you, this woman is a woman to be reckoned with, a force to be reckoned with. She has done so many things. She's lost over 325 pounds. She has written a book to honor her daughter who was being bullied. She's written a book to honor her son as an African-American young man, to let him know that you can do great things and look similar to your dad with this beard and everything that they have going on. She has also just mesmerized the world with these cupcakes, with her cupcakery. And this woman is a mom that has dealt with a child that's passed away. She has become an entrepreneur. She has turned her pain into passion and purpose. You definitely want to get to know more about Colleen Ray by following her at ColleenRay.com. Take care and have a great day. Again, I'm Kim Jacobs from the Kim Jacobs Show. All right. There you have it. You got that little clip too. You can use that at some point. But thank you all so much for tuning in today. Tomorrow I have Pastor Julius Kuntz. He's going to be talking to us about being a Christian in today's marketplace. So make sure you tune in tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. How do we as Christians be able to thrive and function in today's marketplace? If you're a Christian and you're not a Christian, but you're like, look, I'm not a Christian, but I still want to know how to thrive in the marketplace, get on tomorrow's show at 11 o'clock a.m. and you'll learn from him. And then on Thursday, I have the Fresh Expert is coming on, and that's none other than Corinne Brown. And she's going to be talking to us about some holiday recipes, how to do some quick holiday recipes that will quickly get you in the holiday mood, okay? And then we know Friday is what? Freestyle Friday. I have Joe Duncan, our celebrity expert. We have Sean Hall, our politics. We have all of our different fitness team people that pop on, makeup, you name it. They're on. So make sure you tune in to Freestyle Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. as well. Thank you, Colleen, for being my guest today. You're awesome. Any last thing you want to say? We're going to disconnect and let everybody go.
Nope. Have a wonderful, blessed day today.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Have a great day. See you tomorrow at 11 o'clock